welcome to a very special episode of CST. I am your host, NightRider, and I am accompanied by a very large group of people. I have my co-hosts, as usual, Airborne, Bullskunk, and the fantastic Ocean. And last time we actually had our special guest, Chef Billy, who has returned for this, as well as Mission, who is our podcast editor, and several of our graphic designers, JoJo, Hinky, and Void is OP. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us.
I mean,
Your mother.
sick beats, bro.
Guys, you did not synchronize that well at all. That was terrible.
I don't think it needs to be synchronized, my friend.
There is 8 people here, and we are all gathered here, if you guys are wondering. Probably by the title of this episode is CST Does an Overwatch Draft. So we're going to be doing a fantasy league draft for this podcast. There's 8 people, like I said. JoJo, how many people do you get per team on your roster? How many roster spots are there?
You get 2 of each role and then 3 bench players.
Okay, so 2 for each role and then 3 bench players. Perfect. Okay, so 9 people. That means 9 rounds. So
should we go for our team names as well first? You know, get for them.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
So Ocean. So here's the draft. We'll actually do here's the draft order. Going up first is Ocean. Does Ocean Bomba Ocean Zim. Next up is Annie Up, which is me, NightRider. Following third, Arctic Born. If you guys.
Guys, just boring,
Airborne.
unoriginal.
I am very unoriginal.
Boston Money Ballers is JoJo.
EA
eBays is Mission.
That's good. I like that.
The Hanzu Bark is Void.
That was all right. Can I say properly? It's Hongzhou. Hongzhou.
Yeah, it's
Hangzhou. I'm sorry. I apologize. Culinary Moose Arts.
Everyone pronounce that again.
Is Chef Billy. Oh my goodness. Culinary Moose Arts is Chef Billy, and then Caster Cursed is Bullskunk. And so that is the draft.
Bullskunk got lapped in the draft.
Imagine being last. Wow.
Well, actually,
Already
is this a
living
snake
up to my
draft?
Guys,
namesake.
gotta be honest. How this draft
Already.
order starts is how the league finishes. Ocean Bin at the top.
Yikes.
Ayo.
So does this JoJo is this a snake draft?
It is a snake draft.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
I
see,
get
here's
that
the
a bit.
thing:
I get
is
that a bit.
Bullskunk
Pretty nice.
Bullskunk actually got a pretty good spot because you
Yeah,
either want to
Bullskunk
be
spot's
first and
really good.
second or 7th and 8th because those are the prime ones. Because that means Bullskunk gets to go back to back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
all
not
right,
fair.
we are going to JoJo. If you want to go ahead,
I'm
and
dead
start
in the
draft.
center. I get 3 then.
I will start the draft.
All right,
Imagine.
go ahead, guys, and we are on the way.
Once
On the
it
board,
goes,
Ocean with 3 minutes. So
That is not Dun- right.
there is there's a
Dun-
3-minute
dun-
limit
Can I pick a
for
player?
each person. As soon as he hits start
There we
draft.
go. We're good.
So as soon as he hits start draft,
Alright,
I'm gonna
good.
refresh my stuff.
Have you done it yet?
I Ready have to to draft. start.
Go to
Yeah, we
draft.
need to draft.
Okay.
Go to draft, okay.
Entering
Ready.
my dudes. Oh yeah.
All right. So Ocean, who are you picking first?
How do I confirm it?
Not
You
sure.
click the plus. You click the
Yeah.
and then you click the plus again, and then it should say, "Do you want to draft this player?" And you say, "Yeah."
Okay, got it.
Boy. Ooh.
Choiyhobin.
Ocean
Yo.
picks Choiyhobin.
Oh god. But
Oh, dear Lord.
God. It's Choiyhobin.
All right.
Pretty good pick. Best 12 tank in the league. Consistent player on a consistently good team. That's the
I mean,
reason.
All right.
John was pretty good too, but yeah.
Let's see now.
Ah.
Is it going to me? Yes, I am going with JJONAK.
You suck. I hate you.
You're just
Nice.
I hate you.
You're the worst. You're
Darn
the-
it.
It's not like you pick someone I wanted. You just pick like the basic person.
Wait, okay, I actually have a question. Are we allowed to rotate our subs and like players in? Like each
Oh,
week?
absolutely. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
that's
you can
the
do whatever you
point.
need to do.
Okay, so it's like typical fantasy, not like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
one
yeah,
person
yeah.
is like not playing, the other one comes in. Okay, that's good.
All right, Airborne is on the clock. Who you going with, Airborne?
I feel like I should go Flex the Or
No, don't.
Actually, I don't think it matters what kind of support you go with because it's how
It's
that
Bob saying
person.
right now.
Yeah,
So-
so it basically goes on based on how each person plays per week. So you don't
Yeah, it's-
technically need, you could have 2 hit scan or 2 like off tanks going.
You
know?
Okay.
You don't need to
I'm
have
gonna
a main
pick
tank
this.
and an off.
I mean, I'm gonna go for that because I feel like that's like a
Oh, you
cool
picked
like
Erster,
thing.
you're such a...
I mean, if that's how we
that's a
want to
good
do
pick.
this,
I
if that's
wanna-
how we want to do this, we can.
Who's getting mad that I chose Erster?
Ooh.
I don't
wanted Erster
care.
so freaking
He was
bad,
like
dude.
in my plans, but not like
Ah.
the main one I picked.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe
cry,
not
dude.
third,
Alright,
but
money
yeah.
baggers.
So Erster is off the board.
I'm pretty mad. I'm
Oh my-
pretty mad.
He was like maybe there. He's not the main DPS I want. There's one player I want who's pretty
I was
nice.
about to say he's the main DPS on Atlanta.
Ooh,
It should be a good
Violet.
team.
Violet is off the
Fuck.
board.
Pick, big pick.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
Alright.
Nice.
I think you're gonna get violent.
I figured you're gonna pick
Fuck,
Violet.
I'm gonna
so
I'm
just
gonna
like,
regret this.
the moment I
because
said I
think-
should pick an off support,
Oh,
immediately.
Funny Astro, I like it.
Astro.
Funny Astro is off the
Okay.
Fuck,
board.
I actually had Funny Astro in my.
I would have taken, but I really wanted Atlanta
Very
Rain.
nice pick.
Funny Astro, but he went to freaking Atlanta Rain.
All right,
He
next
went to
up,
Philadelphia Fusion.
Doesn't mean he's not gonna play well.
next up is Void.
Oh no, I never said he's not gonna play well. I wanted him on the Atlanta Rain.
Yeah, I
He's a
know.
very good player.
Good pick.
Hurry up.
Void.
Where's this smelly
Big
smelly?
brain ideas. man.
Sorry.
Oh, Sinatra.
Oh.
There it is. I
Yeah.
was waiting for the former league MVP to get chosen.
Yup,
I
yup.
mean,
I was kind of
he's a good
hoping he'd
player
go
on
to
a
round
good
2, but
team,
I didn't
so
think he
yoink.
would.
Up,
All
gamers,
right,
come on.
Billy, you are up.
There's one player I'm really hoping that I can hang on to here.
Please,
I've got
I just want this
8
one.
more picks before I can maybe get him. So
Okay, Billy's gonna only
gotta
draft
lose.
Justice players.
Yes, do
It's
it.
gonna take 5 years to find all the Justice players.
Oh god.
bro, the problem with like Justice players just scroll down.
Yeah.
Bad.
Corey's like their carry, and then everybody else is.
No, it's Corey and...
Ark's good. I don't want to hear shit about Ark.
I mean,
Ark is
yeah.
just okay.
but
How the hell do I do this?
I got a large.
So
list
what
of
you're gonna do
players.
is press the
They're
plus
better.
button next to the slot you want, and then once you find them, you click the plus next to their name, and then it'll say,
And
"Are you
draft.
sure you want to draft this person?" You hit draft.
I've got the wheel pick here, so once Bullskunk gets his wheel pick, like I can plan like 2 picks ahead. It's pretty nice. Wheel picks are so useful.
I like being in the middle because you know you can.
It's Hangzhou Bark, isn't it? Isn't it
No,
Void's turn?
no, I already.
No, it's
picked-
yours.
No, it's your turn.
Sinatra.
It's when
Oh,
you're.
You just
My
keep
hand-
Yeah.
me in the
You're on a
middle.
clock, dude.
Ah,
I know who I want. There we go.
Oh,
Got it.
How's it
Alright.
went for you on my screens? It's
Haskell.
loading. Oh, that's good. Good pick.
Haksal, okay.
That's a good
Okay.
pick.
Nice. He was definitely
Haksal.
out. He was
The
definitely on
That's a
my
good
radar.
meme.
No.
That's a good meme.
Rookie of the year.
All right, Bullskunk. Back to
Bullskunk's
back
got the wheel.
picks.
Bullskunk
Who are you
next year.
getting?
Do not take the one I want. I know you're tempted to, because
I'll
we
be
really
so
rate
mad.
him
Do
very,
it.
very highly.
Piss him off. Piss him off.
Ocean
I think
wants
he's gonna take it.
Corey. Oh, that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing Ocean.
I
wants
do not want Corey. Why would I want Corey?
What did you want,
Corey's a
Corey?
child.
Gosh.
Do you really think I want Western players in my team?
Yeah.
These are facts.
Okay.
Can we get Linkser, please?
Links or maybe, but
Does
like
we
probably
put
not.
no at 9? Okay, dude.
Right, come on.
That's a D1 trick.
Bullskunk, you have to.
Bullskunk. Who you going with,
Bullskunk,
Bull?
you have a timer here. Just letting you know.
Yep, I know.
He's going for it. I'm guessing someone sniped. Oh, here it is.
Here it is.
Here
It
is.
didn't come through.
Is it gonna come
I
through?
thought
Still-
my
I clicked
my
on the
draft
player.
up. Yeah, my draft uploaded. It just didn't come through. Do you maybe have to click it again? You have to like if you click on the player, it'll like a little white screen will come up, and then you have to hit draft.
it's not giving me. It said white screen.
So you hit the. It didn't work for me first. You hit plus and then hit plus on the roll and then try again.
Let's try it again.
Yeah, I
You
had
have
that
good,
problem.
yeah,
too.
do you have
There it
good
is.
service?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Here it
There
is.
it is.
Shoo!
Fuck!
Ooh, shoot.
Dang it!
Nice.
He's got
Alright,
me.
alright,
She
alright.
was on my plans. He's
Bullskunk
the first
again.
flex port on my list.
Alright.
Go again, bull.
Not gonna.
Yeah, let's go, Bull.
Round 2, fight!
Ooh.
Oh, that peaked like hell in my earphones. Holy crap. Ow.
That was a little much, but I like it. I like it. Mission, maybe we can do that in between each one. Round 3, fight!
The trick is deciding which two of the 3 that I wanted, but
Yeah, you got one that I was gonna take, so that was
I've got to
nice.
stay true to form.
Like a boxing ring sound effect. Ding, ding, ding.
What we should do is we should get like in that little video is like one of them ring girls or whatever, just holding up the sign in between each round.
I just
Oh
have,
my lord.
2 minutes.
I
and
have
20
an
seconds
idea.
left.
Oh my gosh.
Sign, Logan Paul
Mission,
is going
mission,
out.
I have a job for you.
Oh yeah.
NightRider, do you not have like a bunch of those just like sitting in your gallery?
So I want you to get a ring girl, but put Ocean's face on it.
Yes!
There we go. I can I can crop that out. I got it.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
wanna watch this
I'll
anymore.
give you a really attractive photo of me.
Oh, attractive.
It's gonna be
You have
it's
a
gonna be
minute
his
40, by the way.
legs.
The leg, just
Yeah,
with the
no,
legs for the
it's-
face.
Ugh.
You have a minute 40 to pick.
Heard.
We apologize. We are having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah, these
There we
these
go.
draft apps are never.
Alarm.
Oh, alarm!
No, that was my pick,
Nice.
dude. That was my
I had-
pick.
I had tuned
I knew
alarm.
that was gonna anger a lot of people.
Wait, is,
All right,
Bullskunk
Billy,
sniped
you're
me
up.
twice already.
Edison to the police. Whoop whoop.
I just want my guy to be there. I just want my guy to be there.
Okay.
I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the supports this year. I said
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah, I said that in our.
Oh, baby!
Power
Baby.
rankings.
Okay.
Oh, another. Speaking of, look at the good
Baby,
bit.
hey,
Good bit.
baby.
All right,
Baby.
Void,
Void-
your 2 minutes is on the clock.
Void, you're up.
Yep.
No, he's got 3 minutes, not 2.
Alright.
Like, I need
I'm just sitting here waiting like how many picks? 8 plus 7? No. Yeah,
72.
literally like
It's
15 picks.
72.
Dude, why is he so low down?
I know how to do math.
Can't you like type in someone's name? Yeah, you can type someone's name in the top.
You can? That would be so much easier.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
click the plus button. Oh, striker.
Striker.
I like it. I like it.
Nice, nice.
Alright.
Just
Okay.
get shot players.
Yeah, start.
Alright, you know
I
what?
think he will do. I think he'll start.
Also,
I don't think he's gonna
Do you
start.
guys know? You guys can also sort by role.
If he doesn't start,
Yeah, you can.
Striker's still like one of the best DPS in the league.
He'll start. He'll probably.
So,
start.
ooh, no. Very nice.
What?
Okay, no.
Ooh.
D.VA trick, let's go.
That's controversial, dude.
Yeah.
I like the Dallas Fuel
D.VA
repping.
one
I like the
trick.
Dallas Fuel repping.
Right,
Nah,
so
it's
just
a
so you guys
busting
know,
boy.
if you guys at home want to play draft, or if you guys want to play your own OWL fantasy draft, what we are using is the app called Draft Buff. Max players you guys can have is 10. We thought 10 was gonna be too much for us, but so we went with 8.
Okay, he's just picked the most overrated player on planet Earth.
Edison
not
is off the
overrated.
board.
He is not overrated.
Yes, he is overrated.
Shut up.
He is
You
overrated.
don't, you still know talent.
Airborne will not like mine and Bullskunk's power rankings.
That wasn't Airborne who, or no, that wasn't Airborne who did it.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah.
That was me.
No, that was JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo.
Edison was not overrated.
Airborne, you are
is
up, bud.
overrated.
You're just dumb, okay?
I'm dumb, right?
Yes, you're dumb.
Right, all of you don't have the best off tank in the league because I drafted him round 1. So
That's okay. I got the best support player in the league.
JJANU was the best off tank in the
Nah.
league.
Well, yeah.
JoJoNak, bro. Come on.
You picked him before I do it. He's
What
gonna be the
Exactly.
only non-Lucio
Mr.
player I was
Arctic
gonna
Warrior,
pick, bro.
Airborne,
Why'd
come
you
on.
have to do that to me?
I was very surprised.
He's the best
I was
off
very
support
surprised
in
Ocean
season 1.
Didn't go and pick him. I thought
no,
Ocean
I
was
wanted
gonna
Choi.
pick
I
JoJoNak.
wanted the best off tank in the league.
Bro,
Like
Johnny's
I
the
feel
best
like
off tank.
JoJoNak is like there's some supports close to JoJoNak like Twilight, Alarm, Shoe. maybe I can get close to JJONAK, but like
Mhm.
there's no one who touches Choiyhobin. Maybe maybe Fury.
Don't.
You know,
Yeah.
JJANU
look at
is
this up already,
nowhere
Lucio,
near
though.
Choi. Sorry,
JJANU is the
dude.
best D.Va.
The goose is loose. Y'all know that.
JJANU
wait,
is better than
Did you just
Choi.
get? Are you
You
drafting
coming in
Goose?
with Big Goose? I respect that pick
Goose
100%.
52nd, by the way.
Damn, Baker's
I
is on my
Airborne.
hands as well for
Choices
that.
here. This depends when I decide to pick it.
Airborne,
Okay,
do you want to like
so real
click
quick,
the draft button?
I have 2 people that I'm going to choose. Pick 1 or 2. It has nothing to do with the actual rankings.
Two.
Pick 1 or 2.
Dose.
30
Two.
seconds.
Dose.
Two. We're all
Two.
picking two.
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 2?
Two.
If I get sniped again, I will be disappointed.
27.
Miko. Okay.
Oh,
Miko,
All right. I already
Miko.
know who I'm picking.
Lord.
I already know who I'm picking.
Guaranteed starter.
okay, true.
All right.
Miko,
Give me-
Miko, me.
Twilight.
Oh, okay.
Nice
He
Oh, I
sniped
hate
me.
that. Oh
Yeah, he
god,
was
those
on my
I
list.
movies.
sniped
Oh
you.
no.
Did
He
I?
was on my list.
No. Not those movies.
Oh,
Liberio-
yeah, let's get
Liberio
it.
and Aimgod are gonna
Look at
fight.
that. Look at that stack.
That's a-
JJONAK and Twilight.
But
That's dirty.
there was a repeating process of the word Twilight.
is this
Anything being
player
used
so
the word
low?
Twilight is just the most cringiest thing. You have the Twilight books, you have the Twilight movies, you have Princess of Twilight, and Zelda. And then there's this.
All right, Ocean is up back to back. Final pick of round 2 and first pick of round 3.
Let's see who I'm
So
gonna
I
pick.
basically, IDK.
Oh, you
Okay.
suck!
Nice.
Ah, okay, well
All
played.
right,
Nice
all
pick.
right. Round
You
3.
know what? It's fine.
Begin.
Fight! Fight!
Fight.
Fight!
I
Fight!
really
Oh,
enjoyed it last year, to be honest.
fight, mate!
I'm gonna
Silence
stick
fills the
my
room.
thumb right up his crop.
That was a weird silence.
I'm just thinking.
Oh, there's one player I really want, but I want to save him for later because I think I can.
Go and draft Bumper. You're too scared.
You know, I do still have 2.
Oh, I don't think this team's gonna do well.
Ocean, tell
I
me
think
who
this
it is.
I don't. You don't think about
the
the
player I
team, think
want
about the
later
player.
is. I'm just gonna go for the frag player.
Oh,
Prof. Oh.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it
yeah.
took this long for him to get picked, frankly.
I was going for him too. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
Ocean, you had
I'm
the same
not-
thought I
He
did.
got
If
picked so
the
late
team
because
doesn't
Spitfire's
perform,
not gonna do that well this year.
yeah.
Soul are not
on
gonna
the
do well. That's
Spitfire.
why I wouldn't want to pick him.
he's not on the
Yeah.
Spitfire.
He's
Yeah,
on
he's on
Soul, and I just
Soul.
don't think he's gonna. I just don't think he's gonna do well on Soul because I
Or
don't.
not? Yeah, no, I didn't mean so. I meant
I'm not
Thanks
thinking
for
about the
comment.
teams. I'm just thinking about the player.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
I'm
That's
trying
what
to get guaranteed starters here. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I like it.
But I mean,
All right.
Prophet's still arguably the best player in Overwatch. So
All right,
it's a good pick. It's a good
Night
I
Rider,
am going. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
It's about to be controversy.
Annie up.
Hello?
JJANU.
Okay, I
No, that's
I don't
Yeah.
understand why JJANU and Note have been taken before a
JJANU!
certain off tank, and I don't know why you wouldn't take the certain off tank.
That's I think he's on my list. Yeah, you shut up.
Who? Fury?
You shut up.
Or Space?
I'm not picking space. I know. I'd rather have a different option.
Space wouldn't be a bad shout.
I wouldn't go with space.
Yeah, no, don't
I mean-
go with space. Space is awful. You don't want to pick space.
He did good on the Valiant.
Space
He did good on the
exists.
Valiant.
Space does exist. All right, next up is Airborne.
Everyone is the slowest to pick. Come on, man.
I am the slowest to pick.
2 minutes
It's
left.
because you smell. It's because you smell. You're just trying to like get the stench off of you before you actually pick a bloody person.
You know what, Ocean? You smell like
I smell like roses.
loser. You look. If you come in last, I'm going to.
I have Choi. I'm basically
Carpe-
guaranteed to be at least.
All right,
with you.
all
I
right.
don't know
So
what
okay, guys. So while we're all here,
Ooh.
should we
KariV.
have?
A
Should we
forfeit?
have? No. Last place gets a punishment.
So
Yeah.
what if I bottom 4 get a punishment?
No, just
no.
last place.
No,
Just
just
last place.
Last
Last place is the Sacco. And last place gets. We have
KariV.
KariV is off the board.
KariV.
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 I had no idea how to pronounce
KariV.
that.
KariV.
KariV?
You pick.
KariV?
Oh, actually, how about
Uh,
whoever comes last has to buy a shirt with a
I'm not
picture of
buying
me
things.
on it?
No. Oh, Fury is off the board. Nice,
I knew
JoJo.
Fury was gonna go next.
There's a
All
solid
right,
off tank.
all
Here's
right.
Here's
I don't
the
know
only
why
thing about Fury.
either of the-
Here's the
all right,
only
so-
thing about Fury. You have Poco on the exact same team.
All right,
Poco's
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
do the
play over
same thing.
Fury.
I don't know who did this before, but pick a train number 1 and 2.
Fun.
Fury's
It
a
was
top
me who
5
did it
off
before.
tank. Poco's like a top
I
10.
heard 1 first. All right.
7.
Goose!
Big
Goose is
Goosey.
loose.
Big
The goose is
The
loose.
goose is
Goose
loose. The
Actually,
goose
the goose
Um,
is no longer
alright.
loose. The goose is
So-
caged.
It is Void's turn.
I say the loser has to make a video of themselves.
Doing what?
It's gotta be something embarrassing.
Doing the
Well, if you, like,
the anime dance
well, I can't
that
get last
Josh and
place
Bryn
yet,
did.
because
No,
I
because
don't
all
do
of us
face
can do anime
reveals.
dances besides NightRider, so that's just unfair.
Wait, I don't. No, but I don't do face reveals. Nobody knows what I look like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
do
that.
So
Don't
put a mask
lose.
on. I don't care.
Yeah, you can put a mask on.
That'd be even funnier.
Yeah,
what
I
about-
know. I'm looking. Sorry.
What about whoever loses this challenge has to sit in a call with NightRider for 2 hours?
I mean,
I don't even want to
I
do that.
it.
I want to do that. For
I
fun.
literally do it.
Oh, Ocean, if I came in last, I'd just sit
Every
in the
other
call
week
by
for the
myself
podcast.
for
You have to
2
sit in a call by
hours.
yourself. Yes. We're going on the honor system here.
Okay, so. Oh.
Ooh.
There goes the goose way.
Damn.
I wanted
Yes,
to.
sir.
So, for you guys
Excellent
listening
pick.
at home, what do you guys think the punishment should be?
Yeah,
What
let's-
do
let's
you
pick
think?
one.
Yeah,
the
viewers
person
get to
last
select
place?
hard punishment.
We will take your guys'
Oh.
Oh, actually, I think
OG.
Oh, gee.
I think depending on who,
Billy.
I think
Good
depend.
pick, Billy.
I think depending on who it is to show different punishments. I think if I lose the challenge and finish 8th, I think I should get 4 e-girls. I acquired plus 4 e-girls.
Acquire them.
Some kind of
They
radical
just come in Amazon boxes.
How about this? Okay, so Bullskunk is on the clock. He's got the last pick in the 3rd round, first pick in the 4th round. If Ocean, if you come in last, you give me your phone number, and I will not tell you what I'm gonna do with it.
Okay, actually, right? I'll give you contacts of 4 round. I'll like do like a random number generator. I'll give you contact of 4 random females on my phone.
Hey,
And
I
you
have
get
a
to
really
message
good
them whenever
forfeit.
you want.
I have a really good forfeit. I think
What?
that the loser should have to, on Xbox, change their name for like a few days and change it to call and then their phone number so that every game they go into,
I like it.
they're
You have to
just gonna
change it.
see like
You have to
call
pay
and-
money to change your gamer tag.
You have to pay
Yeah.
money.
You
Yeah,
have to just
we
say
don't.
the Smurf.
Okay,
We don't wanna
yeah,
have
just
to.
NightRider.
Just Smurf with that number.
NightRider, I'm not
Call.
confident that I'm going to win this thing. If I don't win this league, you get to, and I actually, if I can, if I'm, for
So,
example,
okay,
if I
so
finish
here's
second,
the thing.
X, cool.
Here's the
if
thing.
I don't
all
win
right,
this league, if I say, for example, I finish second, you get to send 1 random message to 1 random person on my message, on my messages,
So
and
the easiest
so
way
I'm
to do
sure
this is the winner of this entire thing will get a CST champions T-shirt.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
winning. I'm winning.
So winner will get
You have 30 seconds.
what is it
Bullskunk.
year 2020 CST
I'm ready.
OWL fantasy
I'm ready.
winner.
I'm ready. 20 seconds.
let's see what's going on.
And everybody who loses has to chip in for that.
Okay, I guess like a wager. But I still think I should do a funny
That
stream.
way, this way, because
10,
you normally
9,
normally in a
8.
oh
7.
Billy oh happy.
Cause I'm
I like
happy
that.
clapping
Oh,
along.
we're going into the thick McCree patch, so I'm counting on some killer McCree play coming out from my boy Happy.
Oh, there's one
here.
player I want later on.
So
and I-
yeah,
Round 4.
round
Fight.
4.
I want to see where he goes next.
So here's my thing is so I want people to continuously keep interest in this. I don't want people just being like, oh, this person, blah 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 or whatever. I want us to still,
Happy.
want to do this and everything. So I don't want people just to like give up. Oh, I'm losing. Oh, I'm done. You gotta keep going until the end.
How about we do weekly prizes for whoever wins the week?
Oh gosh, I would.
Do we have the
not-
money for that?
And like little
You don't
things.
have
I'm
money.
talking, like,
I don't
little
have money
things.
for that.
No, like little things. Like on podcast, you have to say something or like stupid little things.
Yeah,
Okay,
Shout us out. Like shout outs.
Okay, just quick condition: if the winner of this challenge can't be bananas because I'm gonna win and I'm allergic to bananas. So
Okay. I will be right back. Give me a second.
If you lose, you have to eat bananas in a video. Just kidding.
I will.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my app. to
Give the banana the good suck.
Loser has to do the Brian from Family Guy banana peanut butter and jelly song dance.
God.
I did not show my face.
What the
sorry.
balls is Family Guy?
Space! What is
Space.
this?
Finally been
Wait a
fixed.
minute.
Space is the case. Space is off the board. Bullskunk taking him.
Space
Billy
face.
is on the clock.
On the
Got it.
So basically, you gotta dress up in a banana suit.
Shaz?
Shaz.
It's like
Ooh,
purple hair.
nice.
Shazzer.
It's not.
Okay,
That's
voice
not a
change.
bad pick, but I feel like there's other support players out there.
We're repping the
I know, I
glads
think
here.
Best sport like duo like in the league.
Oh,
Dog.
yeah.
I love how there's a player named Dogman. That just.
LAG has like the top
Dog,
one of the
man.
top 3
Oh my
support duos
God.
in the league.
It's hard
Biggest
to
and
argue that.
Shaz and
No,
Bats.
yeah, that's a valid point.
I would
Very
argue
valid.
Beggars and Chats are a really good duo. They complement each other's styles
They
really
do,
well.
they do.
Like 4 or 5. I don't think the top 3. Because you have Atlanta, NY.
Are you saying Atlanta with top 3
Are
support
you
duo?
saying it?
Support?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
no.
What the fuck the
No.
balls
What?
are you talking about?
I think
If you said Hongzhou, how about I would consider it maybe
Dude,
coldest
you're crazy,
and
dude.
I mean,
coldest
the
and
charge,
IDK,
the charge,
Charge,
the
Shu
charge.
and Neptuno,
Yeah.
Void, you are up, my friend.
Yeah.
Luffy and LeeJaeGon from Shanghai, Funny Astro and Alarm from Fusion, Shock,
LeeJaeGon
Violet
could-
and Moth.
Yeah, mouse shit.
Like there's loads.
Yeah, you know what?
So I don't think Atlanta's anywhere near that. I think
Really? He's this low on here?
there's,
Yoinkers.
let's see. Oh, I like it.
Animo.
What do we got?
okay.
Animo? Oh, nice.
Animo,
Nice.
yes.
That's a
Right,
solid
there's-
pick.
Animo
Alright.
is
There's 4
pretty good.
picks until I get mine, and I'm very, very intrigued.
I don't know who I'm gonna pick.
I have no idea either, man. This is only round 4,
Alright.
It's like there's like so many people I could pick.
right?
Y'all are about to see some.
Whoever's doing in the background, please step.
Oh my bad, I
Oh.
thought my mic was muted. Sorry.
Alright. Din
Don't do it, don't do
Bennett.
it.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Fissure.
Oh, Fisher.
Oh,
That's
the
big balls.
riskiest. Yeah, that's a big
Yep.
balls pick. The
Yep.
riskiest pick of the whole draft.
Fissure. Let's go.
Fissure.
Am I?
Talk
I
about.
just assumed I had
That's
the
gonna be a
biggest
feast
ball.
or famine pick.
Yeah, he'll do something.
He'll do. There's no doubt there. He'll do
He'll
something.
do something. He'll do
He'll
something.
do something.
Wait, do you
Still
get
have
any?
it,
Do you
man.
get any? Do you get any points for if a player retires?
Oh, you're done.
Damn.
Oh man.
He went all in.
I'll pick him later. I think he'll stay until later.
Alright. I have no idea who I'm gonna pick for my DPS.
I know who my DPS is gonna be.
I know so many good support players, but like I know no good DPS at all.
Dogman off
Don't
the
overcomplicate it.
board.
Dogman.
All right, Airborne.
Dogman, Pepe left.
Who would I even?
Oh my god. That existed. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Love how quiet it gets.
Okay. NightRider, if you just don't pick one of the 2 players I want, I'm in like clear.
Super. Oh man. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Super off
All
the
right.
board.
Oh, he's ranked that low. Okay then.
Oh boy.
I'll take him
I
before.
want to pull the trigger on him. I want to pull the trigger on him so bad.
I know I'm
Do it.
picking Max.
Do it. Do it.
The other.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
The other main tank.
Do it.
Do it.
Carpe.
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 Alright, I'll take that. That's.
Hey, I'm the one who picked Fissure, alright? I think you're good.
Yeah.
You know, he might be good this
Yeah,
season.
that's the second riskiest pick in the draft right
Yeah,
there.
second riskiest
Yeah.
pick. Exactly.
Very inconsistent.
That's
Ooh.
definitely a risky pick, but I think Carpe is gonna really step it up. I mean,
think you're
so
risking
you guys
it.
got to think about this. You guys got to think about this. This is individual players that
Yeah.
you're rooting for. Oh, Fleta.
Okay.
Fleta.
So Soul didn't go
Round
to
five,
Fleta Combat
fight!
DPS too, but I did, and I'm
Shin,
also
you are going
gonna
the. Wow.
What?
As long as the next two people don't
What?
pick what I want to pick, I'll be happy.
I'm going the low end of
No,
the stick.
don't go the low end. No, you shouldn't go the low. Go the high end. High end's good.
Yeah, the low. Hey, it's much easier to rise to the top once you're already at the bottom.
Right?
Who quoted that?
I don't know. You can get
Did you
also.
just- I swear to God, Ocean.
Mana.
I was literally just reading him.
Mano. Yo,
Why would not
you
drop Mano? He's the main tank on the most consistent team in the league.
got himself
Yeah.
some. You got yourself some
Mano's
mayonnaise.
actually not stayed.
Mano's great pick.
Right, my
Mayonnaise.
team
Mano's a
currently,
great
let me
pick.
just read it out. I've got 5 players. I've got Prophet, Fleta, Choiyhobin, Mano, and IDK.
Note, Fissure, Funny Astro, and Big Goose.
Oh, dear.
Violet and Black.
Why you pick Korean players?
Fissure and Big Goose.
Yo, Big Goose though is Big Goose.
Big Goose pops off, but like
I mean, you can look at other people's
It's a
teams
big
if you just
goose.
if you click your team name, this little that little teams with that if you want. And like after the draft, you can make trades and stuff.
And
Or,
you
like, with
can.
free agency.
No free agency, right? That's
Yeah,
just
you can-
cheating.
if you want to swap out a
Honestly,
player-
Well,
at the-
that's exactly how this is gonna go.
at the end of
Why
the
the
draft,
balls will be allowed free? Right, no, why the balls will be allowed free agency? That's just like you. I
Is
can
it
just
people
draft a
retire?
bunch of.
If people
Oh,
retire,
okay. How about if a player falls ill, retires, or thing we could switch players out? But like otherwise, I could just draft a bunch of Western
Oh.
crap
No,
players.
Ocean,
Then what's the
with
point?
Free agency is like you grab every one of your players and you grab.
I really just want to beat Ocean now with nobody but Western players. I really just want to.
I'm
Western. What?
hey,
No, okay.
I'm
What is
wait,
that?
real
What is the
quick.
point in running Western talent? Because Western players have been. I don't actually. No, I don't want to hear this World Cup argument. World Cup was rigged as balls, dude. The only team that had a practice range there, like a practice site in that tournament, was the Team USA. It was held in the USA. The USA didn't have to travel. That tournament is not a good sign. That Western.
How much
talent
time do I
is
have?
better than
How much
the
time do I have?
50
Alright,
seconds.
then
Yeah,
Korean,
2
sorry.
minutes total. You know, if X2C was still on here, I would totally pick him, but he's not. Because he got because
Alright, I'm going with it.
squashed.
Ah.
gesture.
Okay.
Gesture, okay.
Arctic.
I mean, I just stole Mano from him, so that makes a lot of sense.
Airborne. Airborner.
Airborne is up.
Airboner.
I want to secure my third DPS player because I feel like my third DPS player is really, really good and guaranteed starter. If I need to rotate some players in.
I picked up Striker as my second DPS, but I'm not like too upset just because like he's still like an insanely good player, even if
He's very good.
Yeah, he's- even if he's a bench.
Widow, Farah,
he's like
Honzo.
definitely top 5
like
DPS probably.
I think I'm gonna pick my first
He's
DPS
good,
here.
like he's
this
just on
time.
such a stacked roster. Who knows if he'll get playtime?
He's like legit like
I'm going the low end.
I'm
crazy.
scared to pick any
The
of the
deep
shot
end.
DPS for
The
that
deep
reason.
end of the pool.
Because they're all just really good.
Airborne didn't pick. Never mind, I was wrong. My app keeps like updating, and then my okay, this one must picked. It's like
Airborne.
why?
You have a minute,
Yeah,
Airborne?
yeah, picking bud. Dun, 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 dun,
Like,
dun,
I know
dun,
some of my
dun,
bench
dun,
players,
dun,
but,
dun,
like-
dun.
50 seconds.
I'm worried about who my other starting support's gonna be.
Oh, I got my support.
I already have my
My supports are
Yeah.
fine.
word in mind.
Damn it.
30 seconds.
Airborne.
Who does he
Airborne.
get?
He's really thinking about this, or he's just not even at his phone.
He gets God, I can't even say that name. Gangnam Jin.
Gangnam Jin's a good player. Like he's a good flexible.
What happens if he
the
just doesn't?
next
Oh yeah,
15
it gets an
seconds.
auto pick. Doesn't
Auto
it?
draft,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
wait.
Corey.
Ori!
That
Imagine
was
drafting
actual-
Western players.
Stop judging people, Ocean. Not everyone likes Korean talent only.
Oh well,
It's
sorry,
kind
they're
of
just
more,
better
it's kind
than
of more
us at
annoying when
video
Korea
games.
always wins because everyone always expects Korea to win. Because Korea always wins.
Look, right, okay. Tell me in like a major tournament. Don't call World Cup a major tournament. Where?
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? I don't know who you are.
It's really funny when Who Are You plays Honzo and says the Who Are You voice line.
All right.
I actually know Who Are You.
Oh, you're so cool.
All right. All right, boys. Ready for this? You ready for this? Oh, I don't think we're ready for that.
I'm so ready.
God be. God be. God
That's a
be.
good pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
That's a great pick.
Wasn't Mission the one that said, "Oh, do you know what? I can't
God
be
be.
so
God.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
I'm sorry.
My fellow Americans, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Ray is a good pick. I like it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I have the Spark
Rio's on my
tank
radar.
line.
No, it's a good. It's a good tank line. I mean,
Yeah.
might as well go for
Yeah,
it.
nice.
That's what Billy does.
Let's see. Which way do I want to go with this?
Surefour is definitely gonna be the starting DPS on Toronto.
Probably.
Like,
I
he's
mean,
definitely,
Logic's,
yeah.
Logic's probably better than Widow and KariV, but Logic's isn't as flexible. as
Surefour is a
Surefour's.
good flex though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think like currently right now,
It'd
it's
probably
probably.
be Surefour Logics.
Oh yeah, right now probably. I mean,
Yeah.
it really depends. Depends on meta. I mean,
Agilities is like kind of wishy-washy.
yeah, I like it.
How has he not gotten picked yet? Wait a sec.
Or Mega Juicer.
Megachu's like
He's a
2A.
two-way player. Yeah, he's a 2-way now.
All right.
It's a 2A contract.
Yeah,
but it's,
yeah, I know.
Sure.
Surefour.
Speaking of Surefour,
Surefour.
Really, dude? Come on.
If
After I'm like disgusted, that actually makes me upset.
he's consistent this year, that's a good pick.
I mean, if you're looking at it, because I'm looking at what I'm seeing with the contenders and with some of the other stuff going on, you know, the Thara, if he's keeping out of range and the hit scans can't touch him, and he uses natural cover, he's going to be a filthy beast to deal with if he can do it.
All right. Was the Bullskunk gonna pick this time?
Bullskunk's picks have just been really annoying for me because we both rate the same teams really, really highly. So
So just call my
like we
That's so
literally,
true.
we literally did power rankings together, so we know what each other think of the league. So it's like, I'm surprised you didn't pick Fleta just to spite me.
I'm setting up quite the roster.
Go on,
Oh,
do you wanna
boy.
tell us what it is so far?
I mean, I only
Flower
have two. I only have two Korean players right now.
All right, so it's just bad.
Yeah. Hey, now I got Notes and Big Goose and Funny as my westerns.
Oh,
Okay,
all of
okay, they're
mine
not
are.
bad.
All of mine are Korean.
You have the D.VA one.
All mine are Korean as well. I don't blame me.
Because whenever I was picking, I wasn't even thinking about like who's Korean.
I'm not even thinking about that either.
Me neither. I'm just looking at who's good.
Yeah.
By the way, you have
It
So
just happens to
Korean.
fall that
To be
way.
honest, there aren't
So
that
Korean.
many non-Korean DPS that I'm seeing.
30 seconds.
It's getting intense.
I mean, I also have to try and think about like what teams people rate as well. And you want to try and spike people because then they have to like think, and then they'll scatter in, and if they scatter in, they'll pick EQ, thinking he's still good.
Bullskunk, you
I'm
got
tempted to like
15
pick up
seconds.
Architect, but he's gonna be bench, so I don't.
He's a good player individually.
He's a
Smurf.
good player, yeah.
I like it.
Smurf.
I like it.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
Round 6.
Fight.
Smurf.
I agree with that.
All right.
But
wait,
of course,
no,
you
Airborne.
can't do that.
Without. Mm. Yeah, I had some tacos earlier.
This is
Those were
gonna-
delicious.
So this round is
think I know
going
who's picking.
to lock in all of our starters. So
No,
after
I
this round,
haven't got.
Wait, we
I haven't got my last
we
starter.
weren't supposed to be picking our starters this first couple of
No,
rounds.
why wouldn't you be?
Wait a second. This person hasn't.
No,
What?
because you can draft free DPS before you
Hold
can
on.
draft other things as well. So it
I
doesn't.
cannot
that's
believe
not-
he has.
Yeah, I mean you can draft them, but guess
What,
what?
who
You
you
can
looking
only
at?
play
I'm
2
not
DPS
telling
at a
you.
time.
You're looking at me.
No, I'm not
Rio's
telling
all
you.
time. I like it.
Did you have
Yo,
no idea?
nice. But here's the thing: why wouldn't you pick your starting lineup first?
I don't know.
Well,
Some of these are
I
not
mean,
knocking your
if
starting
about
you have
what
a
I
wheel
just did.
pick, like, if,
I
yeah.
picked
Rio.
the main tank from
We're going to
the
Rio.
winning
Guangzhou?
team,
I
but
know,
he
man.
doesn't always start. So I immediately picked a backup main tank for him that I think would be solid in any situation as well.
But you're gonna be switching them out each and every week. But I don't know. I guess it's just my preference that I want to try and
I mean, also if you have a wheel pick, you
round out
can
my
do that.
starters.
You can like kind of bunch your
Yeah.
picks together. Like if I want to pick 2 DPS, I think will good, and I can rotate them around. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Like there's no other off tank for him.
Shell, okay,
No,
okay.
Okay, look, guys, you guys are gonna be so surprised he went this late. Ready?
Don't pick this player.
Who's gonna pick him?
Oh,
Moth?
Dude,
You,
I like it.
you,
Very overlooked player. I'm agreeing with the.
Very
what you said.
nice, very
Isn't that
nice.
crazy how late he went?
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
can't believe that
Fine.
still.
Kind of an oversight,
Yes.
I must say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great
Mono
pick.
Moth is
Good,
kind of
good
nasty.
pick. Good pick. Yeah, he's nasty.
That's the clutch
Alright,
pick.
you know
That's the
what?
clutch bargain basement
Yeah.
vote.
Just gonna
Man,
go ahead and just do that real
such good
quick.
value there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah.
Just don't pick who I want, and we'll be okay.
Who knows? Somebody might have
Crystal, I
wanted this
dare
person.
you.
Here we go. Yep. Nope. Color
Okay,
packs.
it wasn't who I
Alright.
wanted.
Other Hex, okay.
That's
He's
a
on the
good
team
one.
I like, but he's not who I want, which is great. My team sucks. I want to pick a single Boston player.
Really, Gator?
Gator.
Yeah.
Why not crocodile?
See you later,
You're
Gator.
so funny.
See you
Your
later.
You're
season's
so
done.
funny. You guys are
After
so
a
funny.
while.
You guys are like
After a while,
5-year-old
crocodile.
dads.
You'll be popping up.
I'm a dad.
You're
What do you
not
want?
4 years
Actually, can I point out that there's a player that isn't on this thing that I want?
There's a search bar if you can't find some.
No, he's literally not on it.
Oh, I didn't
XQC isn't on it either, but that's because he was banned, I think.
No, I'll tell you who the player I wanted was. It was Coldest from the Hangzhou Spark, and he's not on it.
Is he not?
And see, and
How do you
that's
spell that?
I was having a hard time picking a tank because if Coldest starts popping off, they may switch off tanks there. So that actually,
Coldest
Coldest
is
actually
the
threw a
flex
wrench
support.
kind of into my whole plan. I meant
Yeah.
supports. Yeah, supports. Because I was gonna
Yeah.
go with one of their supports.
Yeah, Coldest isn't in there. Well, that's
I
ruined my
didn't know.
plan. I was the only other flex support I liked. And he's
Oh,
left.
he's still there. Okay, no, I know. who I'm
Sorry,
taking.
I get Sason and Coldest backwards as far as what they do.
Yeah.
Whoever's going, by the way, has a minute.
It's Airborne.
Okay, nice.
IZaYaKI.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, solid
Yeah.
pick.
I don't like
Solid
you.
Zen
I
pick.
was gonna pick him. I was talking about picking a flex support, so I assume you sniped me.
Right.
I mean, I'm also picking a support next.
See where Ryder goes.
Yup.
Alright.
Oh, he only got DPS left. Huh.
Yes, sir.
I just got my bench, so I can pick whoever.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna try to pick one of each thing, so I have a backup.
Gods B, Color Hex,
Oh,
Morph,
gosh, I
Fissure,
want
Funny
to-
Astro, and Big Goose.
Oh.
Pull the trigger. Do it.
Mm.
Peer pressure. Do it.
No,
Do
I'm gonna
it.
wait on that one. I'm gonna wait on that one.
Well, if he gets taken, I'm gonna laugh.
Do it. Do it. Palpatine says do it.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty, Ryder. If someone takes him, you can't be shot.
Truth.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when
Wait
they
a minute.
kill you? Bad boys.
Now, I'm just gonna say, if you don't pick my player, I
that's-
will pick a non-Korean player.
I heard that chuckle.
45 seconds?
Ah, fuck it.
Oh, there's the word.
Yeah, there it is.
He said the bad word.
Going with it.
Oh, what'd he do?
Libero. All right.
Libero,
All right.
okay.
Hey.
Why did I say
Going with it. Ocean, you're up.
Yeah, Ocean.
Time to do.
On Ocean.
Come on, Ocean.
Ocean.
Let's go,
Uh-huh.
Ocean.
Leave.
Ocean,
Yeah,
can I
leave
take?
right now.
Oh, yeah, you can leave right now, Ocean.
That's a sweet pick.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh boy.
All right, now we're into our bench. Round 8 or 7. Fight.
Oh. So there's Gangnam Jin on Florida, who is good but on a shite team.
I don't think
and we
Florida's
got-
that bad.
He's 15th, probably lower maybe. It's a bad team.
So and then there's Myeonbok, who
Relatively.
is also good, but it's on a crap team. So I'm gonna go middle of the road on each of them, and I'm gonna go with this guy.
Aimgod, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Aimgod.
I was afraid to pick Aimgod because he was benched due to toxicity.
Oh yeah, round 7, fight! Forgot about that, sorry.
Oh,
I already
nope,
did
Billy
it.
did it. Billy did it.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear it.
So my starting
going-
lineup is
I'm
Prophet,
going- I'm
Fleta,
going
Choiyhobin, Mano,
I'm
IDK.
going Jinmu.
I like him.
Yeah.
Jinmu.
Airborne will be good friends if you just
Alright.
don't pick who I want.
Yeah, I got 2 in my head that I do hope don't get picked. Well,
I just
one of them
thought
I
so.
know won't get picked, so I guess I can pick them later. Just pick the one I want now.
So now that your starting roster is all set, Ocean, do you want to go ahead and say who you got?
Right, I'll tell you why. Prophet is just bonkers at the game. Like he is just
I
good.
didn't say explain them. I just said.
Well,
you-
I'm gonna explain them, so deal with
No,
it.
you shouldn't let
Fleta
it
is
continue.
well. I mean, I was a Soul Dynasty. I was really interested to see how Soul Dynasty did this season.
Oh,
I wanted
Decay.
Fleta and Prophet. It's good. It's a
Decay.
good pick. I wanted Fleta and Prophet to be a DPS tier, so I thought I'd do it in draft buff. Why not? Choiyhobin's best off tank in the league. Mano is good main tank,
Alright.
and IDK is good at Lucio. There you go.
Then you got leave.
Nah, you know the goose.
So my starting lineup, I have Carpe,
I'm just gonna go
Liberio,
ahead and do this.
JJANU, Jester, JoJoNak, and Twilight. And then on my bench right now, I got Jinmu.
Say a player.
I got leave on my bench, so we've got.
Say
a
a
Can I
player.
so I picked
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
so I have Ria and Gushui as my tanks, and then I have Rascal or not Rascal.
You know you're on
Striker,
the.
striker.
You know
I
you're
know.
on the clock, right?
Yeah. Striker and Sinatra as DPS. I'm gonna like Striker, and then
Well, he's not got Rascal, so
Rascal. Okay.
he's got 3 shock
then-
DPS. I like it.
and then supports. I have Onimo and Mom.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
You have
And
4
Animo's
shock
pretty
players on
solid.
your team.
yes sir.
Oh boy, you better hope that they don't get stuffed one week.
They won't.
You're fucked.
They're a super team.
They have like a bad.
All right, Billy, you are up, my friend.
I
Yeah.
got a variety. I don't have any players that are on the same team. They're all on
Pretty good.
different teams.
Yeah, same.
Hey,
Soul Dynasty,
ain't nothing wrong
Shanghai,
with
San
that.
Francisco, New York, Excelsior, Hangzhou, Washington Justice, and Hunters.
Should I say my
I have
starting
2
lineup?
Titans and 2 New York players.
Bro, I have
Godspeed.
Edison,
Color
WhoRU,
hacks.
Gator,
No.
Gator.
Oh, I just
Oh,
spotted the 2
no.
players I want, and I can get them at the wheel if you guys are just nice to me.
Rascal.
There we go.
Ding.
Oh.
He could be a game
Also-
changer because of
Also,
the
the ding on Florida with Fleta, because that's the guaranteed starting lineup for the first couple of weeks, because DM is out sick.
Ding was on my radar. That's a great pick. Good pick.
I like what he did. I like what he did, especially in Horizon. He was absolutely filthy on Horizon.
Yeah, and I don't know how you play Florida and Horizon and still like kill everything.
He killed everything.
My next pick
That was a
is like really risky.
I'm scared of my next pick.
While Bull is doing his pick here,
I'm
I'll go ahead
gonna-
and put my out there.
My last 2
Uh,
picks are going to be picks that completely contradict each other.
I'm picking someone
I
who
got
has
Haksal
very
Cheerful
underrated.
for DPS. I've got
I don't know
OG
what you
and
think, though.
Michelle on tank, and Bebe and Shaz on my support. Bebe.
I'll describe my entire lineup once I have my set.
We'll go for the teams again once explain everything.
Yeah.
Well, when we get everything.
Come
A
on,
minute.
come on, bully.
While we're thinking here, I just saw that Nips's Mortal Kombat tournament got DDoSed.
Yikes.
That is unfortunate.
Anyways,
just-
Billy, I also have a question. Why is your Discord bio eating curry noodles?
because I eat curry noodles like every day when I come
Come
home
on.
from work. It's like
There it goes.
it's a traditional thing for me to do.
30 seconds, Bullskunk.
This is my risk pick.
69 is my lucky number. I don't know what
Oh,
you mean.
That is a
Blister.
risk pick.
Glister.
Oh
Round
my
8.
gosh.
Fight.
Wait, no one's picked up.
Dude.
Oh, you can't really pick up that other DPS because that other DPS can't play for half the season.
Yeah, who wants Sparkle?
Also, okay, so Ocean, another reason you need free agency is because sometimes players only have a bye week, or they only play one game that week. So it
Oh,
goes
true.
based on how many games that player plays.
Yeah, but
So
you have a
got-
bench for a reason. Like,
Yes, I know, but your bench is so small. The bench is only 3 players.
Oh,
So if
listen,
you have
listen.
2
well, then
people from the
draft
same
smart.
it doesn't matter.
Just draft smart.
Because you can still
Oh my God.
you can still have people that you can't predict everything. Some people have personal issues that come up. Like
Free
I
agency,
you know
guys, free
Yeah, well, then
agency's
draft players who aren't gonna like be stupid.
player. So like you're getting rid of one of your
Agency.
players for a free agency player. So like if you're getting rid of one of yours, that means they're in free agency. Someone else could take them.
yeah.
That's the risk of free
Dude,
agency.
what if your best player on your team got into a car accident and then dead? Can't do it.
Yeah, well, then that's a different scenario. Then we can maybe use free agency, right? Right. But if a player
it's a
just being able to
70
use free agency non-stop because you drafted like an absolute poo-poo stain does not. I just don't think that's fair.
Well, there's no good players left. That sucks for them. It's a 7-1 vote. Free agency.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not. I'm going for the low end of the 6. This way they can rise up last minute and then kick them.
30 seconds.
See, mission strategy is just draft a bunch of really bad Western players and then free agency the better ones.
Nah. You don't see my strat yet.
You drafted Note. I can't think your shot's good.
Yeah,
What do you
that's pretty-
mean? You see no Zarya first season? Ameng.
The ball master himself.
Dude,
Feed
actual
master
chat.
himself.
Among the chat.
Feed master himself. Wow, look at
Okay.
this.
Billy, you are up.
Bill.
Oh,
that's
Bedosin.
Bedosin.
He's on Soul
Windows.
Dynasty, so that's pretty nice. Also, yeah, it says Pedosin doesn't have a team on this app as well. He's on Soul. Worrying.
Well, this app isn't perfect, okay?
Yeah, well, it didn't even have Coldest. I wanted to draft Coldest.
Coldest would've been
Did
better
you already?
anyway.
Oh, okay. By the way, I again don't know how he was, but
Maybe people just didn't want him.
Sly. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I
My
don't
two,
want to.
my last 2 picks are going to contradict each
I-
other.
I
So
think-
here's
I
the
think-
first one. Here's the
think
first
people-
one.
Overrate Slim.
Gangnam Jin.
Okay, good one, nice. I'm picking a very underrated player.
Are you gonna pick Byram?
Gangnam Jim is not underrated.
Nevix,
Everybody
okay.
knows Gangnam Jim is really good.
Nevix.
Gangnam Jin is
All
good,
right.
yes, but he plays
Final round.
He's on a
Fight.
bad team though, so like
it's not the
it's
final
really hard
round.
to pick up.
It's not the final
Round
round.
Round 9.
You
I
got
like the
way
Nevix
ahead of
pick.
yourself there.
Nebix is gonna be a consistent.
Fine. Round 9. Fight. Which I think it's.
Well, we're not there.
Oh, we're not there.
We're round 8, idiots.
Oh, I am an idiot.
We still got
What?
3 more picks to go.
I read that 5 in it as a 9.
Stupid.
Somebody's been drinking.
You know, let me tell you about my pinball collection. Here's a vast majority.
Yeah, Airborne, hurry up! I want to get my last 2 picks done.
Many different colors. Sometimes the colors will like blend together and form like one other like out of this universe color. It's like, whoa, bro. I've never seen
All right,
that
Airborne,
before.
you are up, bud. No, my next pick. At least I think I do.
I don't want to buy.
Most of my team is support players. Well, no, half my team is
The thing-
DPS,
the good thing
half
about-
my team is support.
The best thing about having a whale pick is you can like stall out your time on the first one, so that you have more time on the second one, and then you can think. You have like 6 minutes to think.
Dude, imagine your team being so good that you have Slime and Rascal on the bench.
Slime's like.
Imagine being.
I think people are better than him. I think a
Dude,
lot of people are better.
JoJo, shut up. You're poo poo face.
You're down.
Got him.
Ha! What an insult. Ha! Gotty.
Got him.
Oh yeah.
20 seconds.
Airborne.
Airborne takes forever. Like, oh my god.
No.
10,
I think it's gonna drive to
9,
Kansas City faster than he
8,
picks.
7,
7,
6,
6,
Is he
5,
still at time?
4, 3,
3,
2,
1.
1. He just got a draft pick.
Oh boy, who do you get?
What do you get?
Void.
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 Or Airborne. Alright, I am up.
It's taking forever with his picks.
What do you mean poor? Void is a good pick.
Void is decent, and he's on Shanghai, and Shanghai are a strong team, so I would not complain about that.
That's season 1.
Yeah.
We don't think about season 1.
Oh, you
Fusions.
bastard!
Yikes.
I didn't. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna let you have that because I didn't even think about
Decent,
fusions.
but on a
That was
bad
my
team.
fault.
He
I
was
didn't
on my
think of-
last pick.
Uh-huh.
This is why you pick the low end. So this way, like, none of your team.
Alright,
your players
alright,
are
mission, go for it.
Huh? Oh yeah, round 9, fight.
Oh, you messed it up. Final round. Fight.
Fight?
It's final round, dummy.
Last round, fight.
Right, so I might as well talk through my options because it's my last pick.
Please don't. Please don't. I don't want
Right.
We're all just gonna take like a millennium to pick.
Right, so there's Masaa, who
never-
plays on the Terrain, who are going to be a good team. There's Yveltal, who's good. You got LeeJaeGon. Ooh, LeeJaeGon. It's going to be LeeJaeGon arc. You know. I just picked a Guang. Yeah. Masaa guaranteed to start, probably. I'm going to go with this
Go
one.
with your gut.
See, the problem is I don't have a gut. I was never given
You
one.
also only have 50 seconds.
Gotta go with this one.
LeeJaeGon.
Last pick? Ooh, what? Last
Who
pick?
was that I wanted?
I did not pick a single Western player.
No, it's okay. Or I have a couple. I have 2. No, 3.
I can't. Whenever we explain our rosters, I'm not gonna really be able to because it's. I just like them.
You don't have to.
You just like players.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have like a
I'm
one.
gonna explain
that's
mine
why I picked
really
them.
well.
Mine's gonna take a while.
I don't. Can I leave when the ocean's up?
Yeah,
Ocean?
everyone just
Oh,
leaves.
yeah, right.
Ocean. Yeah, but NightRider has to stay.
Yikes, that's the punishment.
That's the
No,
pun-
NightRider
that's the
just
pun-
You
put-
actually
Oh
do
my
what,
god,
right?
I just found the punishment. Loser has to find Ocean and E-Girl.
Oh,
No.
Wait,
Loser
wait,
is
NightRider just goes. Hold on. NightRider just goes. Okay, now it's time for Ocean's explanation. Okay, now put it on a be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna
Guys,
go.
just Be
I'm gonna go
quiet, otherwise
Masaa.
D.VA will eat all of you.
No.
Masaa.
D.VA will eat.
Masaa.
Let's see if Airborne gets another
Masaa.
auto pick.
Master.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Ocean go last, but we're gonna run out of time for him.
Airborne will...
I'll make sure to cut out Ocean's intro this time.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
please.
And for our final
make
player, we
it.
have
Will
Nep.
Airborne get another
Nep,
auto
nep.
pick? Find
It's
it
all right,
next
guys.
time.
It's
Dragon Ball
it's
Super.
it's all jokes and fun and games. But when I
Wait,
like,
this was a joke?
oh no, it's all right. It's all jokes, fun and games. If I don't get okay, one podcast, you'll lose all your viewers.
I never had viewers.
Yeah, stupid. I'll view it 1,000 times, so they'll have 1,000 viewers.
How can I lose viewers when I don't have any?
Just go to negative.
As
numbers.
soon as Ocean leaves, I'm just gonna view like all the rest of the videos.
That's a bit
viewing
pathetic.
Ocean's not.
Yeah,
Look,
I know.
look,
I love-
boy, you're just mad.
in all
Boy, you're
seriousness,
just mad
I'm
all
because
just,
seriousness,
dude, I'm just
my
kidding.
girl didn't
30
dump
seconds,
me.
Airborne.
all seriousness, I love Ocean. Ocean, you are a great caster.
Oh, thank you very much.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Luffy.
Luffy.
Good pick.
Okay.
I mean, the problem is IZaYaKI is a thing, but they're both very,
Luffy.
very talented.
Floofy.
Who's I gonna
Floofy.
pick?
All right.
It's me. I got it.
JoJo
Come on.
is up.
Ciao.
Doa.
All right.
Very, very good Sombra Dinfist player.
Now, I don't want to hear anybody say anything when I pick this name.
Picking flowers, aren't you?
No.
He's picking chips
No,
up.
I'm picking.
He's picking chips.
Swimmer.
Oh dear
Swimmer.
God! It's gonna be
Swimmer.
in Boston. And Boston's off.
All right. Sorry guys, but our league has just dropped down to 7 players.
What?
What's wrong with Swimmer?
Oh, yikes! That's a big yikes, my dude.
It's
He's
a
a good
rookie.
player, but he's on like the literal.
Yeah, he's also. I feel like he's not even going to be starter.
No, he will.
That's why he's on my bench.
David Bullskunk's power
Definitely.
rankings.
That's why he's on my bench. That's why I picked the. That's why I picked the
I
highest
guess.
score
I
and low.
guess.
No, who else would start? Tell me who else the best. That's a good story.
All right, Void, you are up, my dude.
I'm calling it. Boston's not gonna be as bad as people think they will. Season.
Yeah, I believe in my boys. No, I don't.
I believe in Manyumbo.
I do.
I believe in the support line.
Dude, this is so.
I believe in
So
Boston
it's very
support
hard.
line
It's very hard. You know.
Dude,
especially
I'm
when you get,
debating
like, the
between
bottom, like,
Bianca and
5.
Hoppa right now.
You have 50 seconds.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Bianca.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Bianca's
just gonna
better.
pick Bianca just to spite you. Then.
Well, we don't have any more picks.
Hoppa's gonna get a bit more playtime because Hoppa is more flexible, so I'm assuming like he'll be useful in more metas.
Yeah.
There's always free agents.
I'm gonna pick.
There's always free agents.
Hot
Uh,
tub.
Hot tub.
hot tub.
Hot tub.
Billy, you are up.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit
All
stream
right.
on
So
something.
my dilemma is: do I go for another off tank or do I go for a main tank for my bench? That's
Main
where I'm
tank.
sitting at right now.
Either is fine, to be honest. I mean, it's not like you need, 2 off tank or main tank off tank. You can go double main tank or double off tank.
I
Or
want a
double
perfectly
flex.
balanced team.
Void me, Mike.
I like my team. I think I'll do good. I hope Boston just doesn't come 20th. That is my only goal. If they come 19th,
They're coming
I'll celebrate.
20th.
If they come 19th, I'll
I
celebrate.
really don't think they'll play as bad as people think they will.
They'll be
Do,
20th.
do you like just not understand like them just not having any like star players? Like
They have Miyunbo.
Who said you need certain
Yeah,
players
yeah,
to pop
but-
off?
Teamwork.
yeah, but Myeonbong is amazing,
And they've
but he's
all-
unproven, and the veterans they have on that team are not going to be able to help.
Yeah, I don't think Fusion is going to be able to help Miyunbo
Yeah.
frag. Like,
All right,
he's probably the most experienced
Bull,
player.
you are up. Final pick.
All I'm saying is I'll be
Final
happy if
pick,
they're not
need to
20th.
round
I
out
know
my
they're gonna be
DPS
20th,
here.
but I'll be happy if they're not.
Alright, so yeah.
I don't have faith in Huck. I think they should find.
I'm interested because I think I know who you're going to pick, and I want to see if I was right.
Maybe. I mean, I'm trying to get a little bit diversity in here
listening
as well.
At the end of the draft, it puts up like the predictions for like the top 8 teams.
Does
Oh, we
it?
can do
And-
that. Yeah, we
and-
can go over that.
but-
So
no,
what
no,
we'll
I'm
do,
saying-
What we'll do is we'll go over each person's team. We'll just say who we have on our teams, and then we'll go off of what the draft predicts us to do.
Dude,
I don't know.
Saya went 32-9 against Dallas. What? 36-7 against Shanghai.
The app is just acting weird.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I mean,
I'll read off Airborne's for him.
If it's not going to let you pick, then we'll just let this guy, Bullskunk get this player for free agency.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can pick.
If you
one.
just tell us who it is, so we don't pick it
Yeah,
up.
I can do it for you, Bullskunk. Just tell me who you got. I can pick it.
Architect.
Okay, I got you.
I like it.
Oh yeah, nice.
I
Solid
have the
pick.
connection with them.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Yeah,
good.
it's acting up on me. But yeah, there it is.
You got it?
It just
Nice.
it wasn't highlighted. It wasn't picked already, right? I've been writing all these down. I don't see them on my list.
Yeah, no, I don't think Architect's been picked. I haven't seen him.
Well, hopefully they didn't screw anything up, because that's where I was going out to round out my DPS right there with Architect.
Top ones, but I didn't want a second DPS on bench. So
I only have one DPS on the bench. My other two are.
I can.
Architect is still free.
Where is he, bro?
he's pretty low.
He is rank like 26.
He was 25, 26, yeah.
Okay.
27. He was 27. 27.
Well, he's on my team now.
Okay, I'm adding him now.
Let me pick him up there at the end. So.
Didn't even show it for me, but
It didn't show it for me.
okay. All right. So we have. Okay. So standings. Who does it say?
Where does it say this?
I want to see where it says. Let's see.
Bro, okay, it doesn't say that like Bullskunk's drafted anyone for me, but I guess.
So back out and just refresh, and it shows it.
No. Oh.
Standings.
It says rank 1 out of 8 for me.
So yeah, but no, but standings. So if you go to standings, it shows Airborne.
I'm at the bottom.
I don't think that's.
These are just. I don't think these are.
No. These are based
Yeah,
off of.
it's in.
Hold on. They're based off of like the rank of the players. So they ranked the players really like badly, and so
Yeah.
it's like it's not accurate like, at all.
Yeah, I think Airborne's going to win. And look at Airborne's team, right? Look at this.
So
idiot.
for what it says right now, it says Airborne is gonna come in first, Ocean in second, JoJo in third, Bull in fourth, myself, NightRider in fifth, Billy in sixth, Void in seventh, and Mission dead last. But yeah, we'll see. I think we'll see what happens after the first week. And the first week starts in 14 days, exactly 2 weeks from today. So let's just go through our teams, and we'll go from there.
Can I do mine first?
Go on, Void.
Go right ahead.
Well, I thought we were gonna go.
Well,
We can go from bottom to top, so Void, then Ocean, and me.
Okay. So for me personally, it was just kind of like I'm gonna pick the best teams. So Shock is the best team, and NYXL is, in my opinion, second best team. And Spark is one of like the top 5 teams, probably number. And so that's kind of basically what I based it off of. The Spark tank line, Ria, Gushui, they're a really good tank line together. Yeah. Sinatra's best PS. Striker is one of the best DPS, and even if he's like a bench, like I'll be flexing him out with Rascal as well. And Rascal's obviously insane. And then Moth. Actually, there's not much explanation. All my players are good, and I don't understand why I'm 7. Like, I'll be honest.
I think it just does it randomly, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about the preseason rankings when it's just a bunch of zeros on the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell us who's your team.
I have Sinatra, Striker, and Rascal as DPS. Ria, Gushui, and Hotba as my tanks. And Moth, Animo, and Slime as my supports.
All elusive players, pretty much. So I like it.
Yes, sir.
Ocean, you are up next, my friend. Who you got on your team?
Well, right. So we're gonna start off with the DPS. I went with Prophet because Prophet is just good, isn't he? He is just good at the video game. So, my entire team is Korean or Chinese. So one Chinese player. Fleta because Fleta is flexible. He's consistent. Are going to be really, really good for me. Consistency is going to be very, very important in this sort of draft format. So Fleta is pretty good. Other DPS is Leaf. Leaf is the nuttiest DPS outside of Korea. We saw him in China in the World Cup. He is fantastic. Tanks. Choiyhobin's best off tank in the league. I don't think it's close. Fury and JJANU maybe are close. Probably not. Mano is main tank, very consistent on a consistent team. Absolutely no problem with that. So Mano is in the main tank slot. The other tank is Krong. Krong is a very, very good, strong off tank who plays for the Guangzhou Charge. Who are going to be very, very good. He comes from O2 Blast. He's going to be fantastic. Support line, Aimgod, honestly, We were running out of support, so there were no flex supports left. I wanted to make sure I got a Zenyatta player in there. Aimgod wasn't the best option. I kind of wanted Gangnam Jin, but he plays for Mayhem, so I went with a more consistent team, which is Washington Justice. Other support is IDK. IDK is just one of the best Lucios in the league, and I think if Lucio's in the meta, there's no reason not to have IDK. And my other support is LeeJaeGon, who is a very strong Mercy and Lucio player if I need to rotate him with Aimgod and IDK.
Very nice. For my DPS, so I went a little bit off of rankings, and a little bit off of people who I know, and what I've seen over the past 2 years of watching. So my DPS is Liberio, Carpe, and Jinmu. My tanks are JJANU, Jester, and Fusions. And my supports are Twilight, JJONAK, and Masaa. So I think it's pretty strong. So I don't really see any weak points. Maybe a little bit in my bench, but I think I'll be pretty good. I think I'm going to be very, very solid. Next up we have Mission. Mission, go ahead and tell us who's on your team.
All right, so all right, 1 second. Okay,
This is crazy.
So yeah, all right, you can judge me all you want. This is how I... All right, for DPS we have Gods B and Color Hex. Do not judge me for picking a Boston character, player, something.
Boston
whatever.
character? These are anime characters?
Characters, yes. All right, whatever. All right, we have Note and Fissure. For tanks, I'm willing to throw a dice with these. I'm taking risk.
I like the Fissure pick.
Regardless, I'm taking risk. And then for support, we're going Lucio, who's all the way. Funny Astro and Big Goose, cause the goose is loose. The goose has been released. All right, and then the bench. Well, you know what? We will start. We'll start off high. We'll say we have Saya player. Yeah. Looks okay so far. Then we have a Gangjin. I cannot pronounce it. Whatever.
Gangnam Jin.
Gangnam Jin. Thank you. And then Swimmer.
We're quickly going right now.
Sick. Yep. And I'll just leave. Yeah. There we go. That's I don't know. That's pretty much it. I don't know how to really describe this other than pure chaos and utter risk.
I mean, yeah, there's
it looks like you put up a random number generator.
Yeah. So no, I think it's fairly solid. I don't think there's anything to shirk at or anything.
Swimmer is the lowest. Like according to this app's ranking system, Swimmer is currently the lowest.
I don't think
but I don't think so. I don't think so. I see some potential.
I'm being biased, but I don't think he's that bad.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, Sanguinar is pretty bad, so we'll give him that.
Anyways, JoJo, you are up next, my friend.
Okay, so my starters are Edison, WhoRU, Fury, Gator, Dogman, and Violet. I've chosen 3 Atlanta players because I do have faith in that team. I think they're top 5, and the rest are just I think is pretty good players that I have faith in. My bench consists of Nevix, Myeongbong, and Doha, which are 3 underrated players in my opinion. So yeah, that's it.
Solid. Billy, who is on your team?
Looking at Haksal, I mean, Haksal was one of the most versatile DPS that I had seen playing for the Titans last season. Surefour, the Canadian connection there, and his ability and willingness to go out there and put a Symmetra out on a Arista Sigma map. Michelle, the World Cup that he came out and basically debuted in for Team China, really showed a lot of grit and a lot of good play, and yeah, he was pretty damn good. OG, because I burn blue, and I have no qualms about saying it. I burn blue, and I hated to see him go. I think he was one of the most colorful Korean main tanks out there. So, yeah, really happy to get him. Shaz, because he got to play under Taimu, and Bebe, because that's Bebe, and Bebe is Bay. We were talking about it earlier. Dading is actually one of those nutty fire players. I have a penchant for fire players because I think that it's going to get a lot of they're going to get a lot of traction with this new patch that's coming out. And that's what they're going to be playing on. If I remember right, they're going to be playing on the new patch, the 1.44.01, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Ellie Vote's kind of, I was torn who I wanted to back up my tank. So Ellie Vote, yeah. I think he can actually do good stuff. And Bedosin, even though it doesn't say he doesn't have a team, he actually did really well with the Spitfire and helping them get their first championship. So, yeah, that's why I picked what I picked. Yay!
All right. Bullskunk, you are up, my bud.
Let's see. Starting off with tanks, I have Smurf and Space. You know, two of the best out there. Certainly two of the best NA tanks. But from there, going down to DPS, I have Happy, which going into the buff McCree meta, I think our hit scan god's gonna do very well. I have full faith in Charge as a whole, as I also have a couple other members of their team in Shu and Rio, but we'll get to that. Then I've got Glister and Architect rounding out the DPS trio. So Glister's kind of my roll the dice pick, kind of the gamble. I think that the Spitfire have the most pop off and surprise potential of the unknowns. And this kid definitely has Rookie of the Year potential written all over him. But it's a gamble. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it pays off. And then in the support category, we've got Alarm and Shu, just two absolute proven. Again, Alarm, another potential Rookie of the Year coming in, playing for Philly. And then Shu, one of the absolute best flex supports out there on a Zen. So yeah, I think this team's going to kill. It's got some fun stuff. Rounding that off, I do have Rio and Ameng on the bench. Rio kind of back up Smurf if Smurf isn't playing, if they do put Space in. I'm sorry, if they do put Super in. But so then I've got Rio as the main tank for the Charge, solid, back him up. I think Charge will do very well. And then Ameng, he's one of my favorite players, always going against the grain, always has that pop-off potential. So I've got him there just as my fun pick.
Nice. Airborne, are you there, bud?
No.
All right, that's fine. So I'm gonna read Airborne's roster. So his DPS starting Erster, then Corey. His bench is he has Decay. His starting tanks are MekO and Super, and then on his bench is Void, and then his starting supports are IZaYaKI, and KariV, and then Luffy is on his bench. So pretty solid. I think everybody's teams are pretty solid. It's gonna be very interesting. Obviously, you can't know until the start of the season. So I wish everybody here luck. Is there a way to see what the schedules are to see who we face first, or is that not out yet?
I don't think that's out yet.
Not yet. Okay. So what we plan on doing is every quarter, halfway, 3/4, and then the finals. Pretty much we're going to be checking in with everybody. We're going to give you guys weekly standings and such or not weekly standings, but we try and put these out as quickly as we can. But each week that we do these, do our podcast, we'll try and give you guys the standings for that week. We'll post them on the Twitter as well. We're gonna put everybody's social media in the video, and I would like to give a special shout out to DMC for letting us use his music. And I'd also like to say thank you to Sosic Gaming. They are an affiliate of ours, and they have given us a very nice opportunity to help promote them as well as ourselves. So if you go to sosicClothing.co, it's .co, not .com. It's SOESIC clothing, CLOTHING. SOTHING.co, and you go there, you go to your checkout, and you put in our special promo code. It's Stream Console, all caps, one word, Stream Console, STREAMCONSOLE. So it's sosaclothing.co, and use that promo code. You're going to not only get 15% off your order, but 15% of your order, the money gets kicked back to us, and the money that we get, we put back into the community. We use it for giveaways and things like that. We are a nonprofit, for the most part. All of the money that we get is basically just to put back into the community. We don't put anything in our own pockets. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you all for coming. This was I thought this was really fun, and a great way to kick off the OWL season, which is in 14 days.
Yeah.
So once again, everybody's social media is below, and please check out Sosa Clothing, and check out DMC. He is on the SoundCloud, and his music is pretty awesome. Thank you guys, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.